with ChrisElmo y KirstenNicole. Tell me a summary.
We're talking about white people. We were talking about white people. Certain cultures are feeling oppressed, and it's like bizarro world because a lot of those people have not actually been that way. Everyone's racist. We all are racist, and not to be confused with like extreme racism, but we have stereotypes stuck in our head from society. And now I'm making matcha pancakes. I'm appropriating Japanese culture. Just kidding.
No, I'm not Japanese.
Matcha's for everyone.
She's Filipino.
Should we start making ubes?
We can.
Ube. So Filipino. Ube.
Oh, that was yummy. White people, I love you, but we gotta do more. Standing up for anything that you recognize as white supremacy, white people trying to hold power, because they listen to you. Like, it will mean more if they recognize that you grew out of a belief system and recognize there are people who are being disadvantaged from our decisions because of what we want in relation to the whole planet, place. Come on, the whole earth that is a finite rock in space that we are consuming with our decision making. We're already too hot to even make cooler anymore. We're just doing our best to be nice to nature. I definitely was attracted to you for that.
Thanks.
Oh my gosh, is this racist? Just kidding.
Everything is racist.
Yeah. Tell me about how you felt being black and growing up.
It was a weird, not necessarily a struggle, but definitely an odd identity crisis where if you spoke a certain way, you weren't black enough. If you did certain things, you weren't black enough. If you're too black, you're made fun of. If you're not black enough, you're made fun of. Being black is a very fun, but also like confusing lifestyle.
It is. You're so confusing.
Thanks.
It's helping my hand, which is kind of messed up right now. And I can't do the things that I like to do, which is yoga. Downward dog, I miss it so bad. I don't feel like myself. It feels like I'm caged and stuck. But I have to change my perspective on all that and make rice. What do you want to say to the ancestors who made all the decisions to make you be a person right now?
Thank you for giving me a great foundation. Now I'm doing all the things. I'm voting, sitting wherever I want. I own stuff. I'm doing all the things. It's pretty cool. I appreciate that. What about you?
I'm growing up, being creative within my body, mind and soul and spirit to show y'all that you are the light, that we need you to think about how racist society is and act accordingly to undo it, to move forward so that we're the last generation that has to deal with that stuff. Let people live. Get to know people who aren't like you. It makes life more interesting and bigger and fuller. And you get to choose what kind of life you get to live. Not the stuff that you've been fed all the time. There are beautiful things everywhere. Everywhere.
I agree.
When I was out in like a Spain island, there was an Italian and two Spaniards, a boy and a girl. And I was there sitting and we were all just sharing beer and fries after we scuba dived together. And then we started talking about race. The man thought, let's get over what was wrong in the past and figure out how we're going to solve our issues now with consumption and space travel and all that. He's reacting to people being upset that there are racist statues still up. His girlfriend was just like, there are people who feel the wound of what's happened still that need things to change for them to like live a good life. Spiritually, that works with all of politics. There's been a horrific, tragic handicap on a whole race for so many years. And then like systems that favor white people and a whole slew of like probabilities with people that you never know when you react to someone. And you gotta like kind of push a button to see if they're like really down with it or what. So I made sure that I got to know people that I didn't know. And we're all just people. At the end of the day, life deserves dignity. May you breathe well. whoever you are, no matter what your race is, no matter what your body capabilities are, no matter what's in your bank account, no matter how your eyes look or what color they are. Pretend you're art.
I am art. There's no pretending.
That's another thing. I fit right here. I recognize your physique and physicality. I'm attracted to.
Thank you.
But you are confusing sometimes. Sometimes I would like to jump to a new and creative thought.
Right.
But I see how also your slow meticulousness makes you create beautiful things versus my overstuffed quesadillas. I just want to eat this.
If we can.
That's a mushroom. With each new creative thing that you try, flush it down the toilet and say, I made that poop. I'm proud of it.
Good job, poop.
When I grew up, poop was something that was mentioned at the dinner table no matter what happened for some reason.
Really?
I think it's a way of talking love. That's true with friendships. If you started talking about poop, then like this person's in a like I don't care about these normal things kind of club.
Yeah.
This stuff doesn't bother me. Some people it bothers, and that doesn't make sense to us, Like people who pee in the shower. It's harmless.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're one way or the other. It's fine.
As long as you can talk about it.
That's the beautiful thing. I have felt like I can't talk about things because of my family, thinking that making content about stuff is like inappropriate, too intimate, too anything. Give me some flack about anything that I posted, whether it was A, B, or C person at any XYZ point in my life about whatever news. That kind of hurts somebody to feel like stop making stuff and posting things. And that stopped me from being able to do this. Something that is on my heart that I wanted to do for so long. The whole game is about consistency. I used to think, oh, what are people gonna think of me? It doesn't matter. People are gonna react and like all of whatever, numbers and everything. I'm so tired of it and I don't wanna feel it anymore. And once you recognize a belief that hasn't served you towards the goal that you wanna do, you gotta drop it. That's what our ancestors would want you to do. They would want you to live not in fear, in love. Mung beans. My ancestors had this Filipino Mongol dish. We need onion. Let's use the biggest one. Probably garlic. Vegetable oil. Tomato. Ooh, and the eggplant. Just chop everything. Is talking about race and talking about language? No.
Not wrong. Anyone can learn to speak a different language. You don't have to be of a certain race to speak English, Spanish, Mandarin, Cantonese. You just have to have someone teach you.
Terima kasih. Like when I traveled and met people around the world, they're so kind. They were so nice. And speaking English. English is around the world already and people understand it. How come we don't need to understand their languages? It's just a human connector. Why not listen? Why not explore? Why not consume languages that take you places?
Why not?
I appreciated that you like to cook different flavors. You like to cook different stuff. And really well.
I'm working on it. I want to be the best.
Did ever was be all the rest. Yeah, that's my cause. Electro, wiggly stuff. Need a minute, Stormy. Pokemon.
Chameleon, water turtle, YouTube tentacle, aerodactyl, homo not slow, bro.
What do you want to say to your folks and ancestors?
Don't be stuck in the same cycle. Go outside. Eat different foods. Leave your neighborhood. Don't eat the same things. Ooh, crack your back. Do yoga. Try Pilates. Do what you can to advance. Beautiful. Beautiful. Diamante.